3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome back to a video. It's been a little while. This is going to be a little bit of a strange video, a little bit more of an update, I think, than anything, because as you might have noticed, I haven't really been uploading videos or streaming the past week or so. So I just figured I want to make it clear and explain exactly why I haven't been doing that and the reason behind that. Okay, to explain it best is with everything going on in the world with the virus. I don't know whether YouTube's going to flag this video, but the virus that is, you know, going around, and it's a pandemic and stuff. And then that was always concerning in general, because it's concerning to everyone because it can affect anyone. But then last week, I think it was about a week ago, I think it was last Monday, the UK, which is where I live, we got to put into lockdown, which basically means you don't really leave, you're not supposed to leave your house unless you have a good reason. For example, you know, you have to go to work and you work in a specific industry or for a specific company that is necessary for you to continue working. And obviously that your place of work hasn't shut down or closed due to everything that's going on. You can leave to get food from a shop and stuff. But other than that, really, you're allowed out once a day for exercise, and if you have a dog, to walk your dog. But other than that, basically, you should be staying away from other people as much as possible and staying at home. And that's the situation that we're still in. It's only been like a week, like I said. And I think really it's that has really messed me up mentally and messed with my mental and messed with my mental health. I'm going to try and leave this video as unedited as I can, just to, you know, put across this is how I'm really feeling, and it's not that I'm trying to make a video out of it or anything. It is just genuinely how I'm feeling and what it's like at the minute for me, I guess. So I have and do suffer from sort of anxiety and occasionally depression, just naturally in my normal life. And I do take medication, and I have taken medication previously, and I get it updated and get checked and stuff every so often, just to make sure that I'm still okay, and that I'm doing all right, and that I'm able to function and manage and just generally be what I feel is normal for me. But then this all happened, this lockdown and stuff, and I thought I would be fine. I thought I was one of the most prepared people in terms of like being used to being at home. Like, I do all these videos and streams and stuff, I play video games, and I spend most of my time at home doing that. So I thought, you know, if Sarah ends up being at home, and Caitlin's obviously not at school, so she's at home, and Sarah's mum, who lives with us, she is also not at work. I was like, it's going to be more of a stress on them being at home, because it's going to be so different to what they're used to. Whereas for me, who's here like most of the time anyway, it will be kind of normal-ish. I mean, everyone else will be at home, which will be strange, but the overall me being at home is normal. That's what I figured. And obviously there's some stress about money and stuff, because everyone's not working and we have bills and mortgage to pay and stuff. And obviously that stresses me out, and stress is not good for anxiety and stuff. But I think we're managing that, and that's okay. We're going to be okay money side of things, I think. I mean, we should be. But then when the lockdown really hit, I don't know, it's so different. It's so weird. And it's not that like we're arguing or anything, like we're not getting on at home. That's fine. Just myself, I got very, very stressed, very anxiety, very upset and scared, honestly, about the whole thing. It's kind of difficult me talking about it, because I've been trying to not think about it. So making a video specifically talking about it is the opposite of what I would normally do. But yeah, basically that's what happened. I got very, very, very stressed out about it. And the thing with anxiety is it doesn't just appear as like you being stressed. There's a difference between being stressed and just being like, oh no, I need to get this work done, or I need to get this piece of paperwork done, or whatever it is that you're stressed about. There's a difference between that and just the pure anxiety, because the anxiety, the physical way that it presents is scary, because you don't necessarily realize how that stress, how that anxiety can affect you physically. How it affected me was I couldn't breathe very well. It's not as if I was gasping for air. I wasn't like struggling to breathe, but I was like that constantly. I couldn't stop. That was just how I breathed. I felt like I couldn't get enough air in quick enough. So I was like, I guess, panting for just air, and I was freaking myself out. And because I was doing that, obviously I didn't necessarily put that down to anxiety straight away. I thought, I'm sick. I thought I might have this virus. I know it makes you short of breath, or can do. And so I was scared. I was very scared. So pretty much I was having like many panic attacks a day, and it got pretty bad that I couldn't be alone. I was scared to be on my own. I needed Sarah to be with me, and she has been like incredible over this period of time, making me feel better and helping me in whatever way I needed to feel a bit better. But it got pretty bad, and like it was dark at night, and we ended up sitting outside the front of the house just so that I can get some fresh air, so that I wasn't freaking out so much, and like just trying to catch my breath and just be talked down basically, and talked into the fact that everything will be okay, and I shouldn't be worried for my own health. I will be fine. My family will be fine. Nobody is super seriously ill that it will affect badly. And you know, hopefully everything will be fine and it will pass and we will get through this, no matter how long it takes. And now I'm getting that more. I don't know whether the light flickered. I did end up ringing 111, which is, I don't know, if you're not in the UK, it's effectively like a non-emergency medical number. It's not the same as like 999. Like, you're not ringing for an ambulance, you're ringing for medical advice that you're unsure about. So we rang that number, and I spoke to somebody on the phone, and he spoke to me, and he was very nice and helped me calm down a bit and helped me understand that, look, I haven't got any symptoms of this virus. I'm just short of breath, and because I suffer with anxiety, it's probably that's doing it. And I have had like short, bad anxiety periods. Like, I went for my first blood test because of anxiety, but I went for my first blood test. I'd never had one before. And I remember sitting there in the waiting room, and I felt like this hot feeling go through my chest, and I felt sweaty and like a bit dizzy and a bit, and my breathing was messed up then. But that was only for like a very short period of time. I never had it for the few days that I had this for. So that was the first thing that freaked me out. But like I said, the guy on the phone when we rang 111, he talked to me and said that, look, it's probably just this. There's nothing to worry about. He spoke to me about family, and I explained about my mum and dad basically. And he said, look, they're not high risk cases. They will be fine. Most people, if they get it, will get a very, very mild case. And, you know, the thing is, I know these things. I've seen these things. I've followed the news, and I saw these things. But even though I read them and I knew them, it was hard for me to register. I had to be told it again by somebody for me to think, oh yeah, they're right. Even though I'd already knew it all myself. Just in my head, it's like my brain fights against me, and it didn't want me to feel good. I don't know how to say that, but my brain was not being logical. It was being irrational and thinking worst case scenario, and that's very scary. So that's how I felt. And after that, I spoke to the guy, and he said that maybe I should look at speaking to my doctor, and upping my medication for the time being, just to try and squash it down and squash it out so that I wasn't suffering from such bad anxiety during the time that, you know, we're going to be in lockdown and all this stuff is going to go on. So I did that, and I spoke to a doctor, and they were super helpful. Again, they spoke to me, and they were real nice. Even though I was almost crying down the phone at her, she was like, "It's okay, it's fine. It's not silly. I understand it. It's a stressful situation. It's weird for everyone." And then we upped my medication, which is fine, and that's going to take a little while to kick in. So she gave me some strong anti-anxiety medication, which she said is very addictive. And obviously they don't like particularly giving that to people, but in the circumstances that we're in, where you can't actually go physically see a doctor unless you go to a hospital, and unless it's an emergency case and stuff like that, she said it seemed the best idea to just give me that, and if I need it, if I'm having a panic attack, if I'm really suffering, to take that, and that should help me out. So I have only up to this point taken one of those, and it basically just calmed me right down and made me go to sleep. That's pretty much what happened. I just went to sleep for a few hours after that. But now I am starting to feel normal-ish, better. I'm starting to deal with the whole situation better, basically. I still work on the farm on weekends, and because that is an industry of food production, I'm still able to do that, and that is still something that I'm able to go out and do at weekends, or, you know, if I'm needed in the week or whatever. And I've been one day to do that, and I feel like that super helped. It's super weird not having these normal little routines, even though they're just like taking Sarah to work and then coming home for me. It's odd to not have those, and I think being stuck inside the house, or you're not stuck inside. It's weird. You sort of are stuck inside, but you're not. You're allowed out, and you're allowed to get fresh air. And I can go outside the front of my house if I want, but you know, it's just really odd. And so being able to at least go to work, obviously the money's nice and useful and needed, but also just the normality of doing something normal and feeling normal is super helpful. So going to that, and actually, you know, just being able to video chat my family and my mum and dad and my sister and my, you know, with her son, my nephew and stuff like that, is, I'm getting better at it. I think I'm getting better at dealing with it, because I couldn't deal with it before. I was just, honestly, I was in floods of tears all the time. I couldn't not freak out. I was freaking out, and it was not nice. It was horrible. It's the worst I've ever felt. It's scary as hell, and that's the reason that I haven't been doing anything video-wise, stream-wise, is just because with everything going on and then this affecting me, I couldn't come in here and sit and do this. I couldn't come in here and sit and edit. I was scared I was going to stop breathing. Not that I ever did. Like I managed to go to sleep. Even when I felt like I couldn't breathe properly, I would go to sleep and wake up fine. So obviously my body is able to breathe, because while I'm unconscious, I'm still breathing. So it was just all in my head, I guess. And it's just very weird, and I'm still not 100% okay, I guess. I'm still, occasionally my mind will wander and I'll start thinking about it and getting a bit concerned, but I'm trying not to think about it. I'm doing better at not thinking about it. I'm trying to find more ways to distract myself and just to do stuff. And I know that might not mean that I'm doing a lot of content or any content. I don't know if I'm going to get some videos edited and done. We will just see how it goes. But if it means that I'm just going to sit down and play video games that I want to play for me, for myself, without recording it, then that's what I'm going to do, because obviously my health has to come first and I have to feel okay. We will get through this, and that's something that I have to keep telling myself, but it is true. It's like, it is obviously a massive problem, this whole virus, but majority of us will be fine. We'll get through this, and it will be okay. And then I probably will start feeling better, because everything will be normalish again. It might take a while, but we'll get there. And I'm sure, like, the longer this goes on, the more I'll get used to how I'm feeling and the situation I'm in, and I'll be okay. But just for now, I apologize for the lack of content, and I apologize to, like, sponsors and things and people who've contacted me, like, Head Up Games and stuff who contacted me asking if I'd like to do a stream on a game and I just didn't reply, or like the fact that I'm not promoting Fierce PC a lot or I'm not on Twitter much. It's just I can't at the minute because I just don't feel super great. I don't want to be midway through a stream and then like suddenly be struggling for breath and panicking. That'd be a bit embarrassing for me. So I just want to make sure I'm okay before I do it. I have a few things that I have a couple things already recorded, which I might be able to edit. Maybe doing some editing might help me just focus my mind on something. So I might get those done. And I might record some videos, because recording, at least I can edit, and I can, if I'm not feeling okay, I can step away from it. It's not live like a stream. So like the past few days I have been getting better. I feel like every day I've been feeling better and trying to do something to distract me. We've been playing some sort of Switch games like Mario Party and stuff as a family, and doing that just takes your mind off things a bit. I haven't played with Jake at all, but I might play some games with Jake just to chill out and take my mind off things. I've forgotten where I was going with the sentence, but yeah, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna definitely get content out. I'm gonna try my best, but I'm gonna try and make myself okay first. I don't want to feel like this. I wish I didn't feel like this. It's one of those things. I'm sure many people with conditions that are annoying, impact their lives and stuff, whatever it is, wish that they didn't have them. That's just how it is. You know, we can't help it. People are how you are, and you have what you have, and you have to deal with it. And this is just one of those things that I have to deal with. But I'm feeling okay. I'm doing better. I'm trying to stay off social media a little bit more so I don't read all the news about everything, because I'd rather not know at this point, because a lot of it's negative, and I don't really feel like that's going to help me in any way by knowing it. So I'm trying to stay away from it as much as possible. That's the reasons that I've not been around as much, and the reason I might not be around as much. But there we go. I figured I want to be completely honest with you guys, and I want you to know that I've not just suddenly stopped making content, or nothing bad has happened to me. You know, I'm not sick or anything. I'm just suffering a bit from my own anxieties and stuff. And then with the anxiety always comes the depression, which then means I don't want to do anything anyway that I like. So I don't want to play games. And I don't want to make videos because I just don't want to, because I don't feel like it. Like, I couldn't eat for days. Anything I ate, I just didn't care. Whereas my appetite is coming back. I can breathe. I feel okay. I can do things. Occasionally, I just feel a little odd or a little weird, but I'm getting there. Anyway, so I think that's it. I just wanted to explain all of this and let you guys know, and if anybody else is feeling the same way, like, we will be okay. We will get through this. Just don't go anywhere. Stay at home, stay safe, you know, but speak to a doctor if you can. Try and get whatever help you can get. If that means being on some medication, take the medication. I didn't want to take the powerful medication that they gave me, but I'd rather have it than feel the way I did. So that's just how it is. I don't intend to take it if I don't need it. If I don't feel like I need it, I want to get through this myself and be okay. So anyway, that's enough blabbering from me. Sorry that this was a bit of a serious video, but it's a bit of a serious time at the minute. And I know this channel is normally games and tech and stuff and fun and yeah, all that. And we will get back there. I promise we will. It's just going to take me a little time to adjust, I think. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I appreciate you guys for watching this. Thank you to all of you who bothered to watch this and who care. Thank you to Fierce PC for continually just supporting me, even though I've been basically almost useless this past week. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Just thank you. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end that there. Hopefully I will see you guys soon and I will get some videos done. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.